There's nothing more irritating than getting to the point with a prospect and hearing from them that it's either out of budget, that they can't afford it, or that they just generally balk on price. This is especially frustrating when you get to this point when you've been getting along with this prospect so well, and that everything has gone perfectly up into this point, and that you know that you can provide them with value, that they're going to get incredible ROI. I mean, realistically speaking, as an agency, that is what you do. You deliver tons of ROI for your clients, and that you are really responsible for the growth in their sales. You're responsible for the growth in that space. You're responsible for helping them accomplish their goals. And without you, they wouldn't. So what this tells me is that when you were going through this process with them, that you have not established the value to that prospect well enough. And in order to get them to actually truly understand and not have that balking at price or making you feel like you're being beat up on price, is you have to get what is called conceptual buy-in. So you have to have communicated the value throughout this process. You have to have established authority. You have to have them believe that you're the right agency for them and that they are spending the money in the right place. So before you actually get to the place where you're showing them the price, that they already know that they want to work with you. So what this tells me is you need to go through your sales process. And if you're having this problem frequently, it's something that you really need to do, and actually going through your entire sales process. And that they need to understand, and you need to be able to have them understand that it is more risky for them to not engage with you than it is for them to engage. And that you are the right agency for them. So what I see happen so frequently when going through sales calls with agency clients is that they're spending way too much time talking and not enough time listening. So what you need to do throughout your sales process is really have a connection with your prospect and have them actually tell you about what they're experiencing and what their goals are and what their pain points are and how you can actually engage with them to help them accomplish their goals. Make sure that you have a more emotional connection with them. I challenge you to please actually spend some time, and not just yourself, but anyone that's on your sales team and people in your operations team as well, because they're going to have really in the trenches information that you may not have as well, and get as much of this as you possibly can, but understand what your prospects' pain points are, what your existing clients' pain points are, and why they're coming to you in the first place, and what they are looking to accomplish. If you're able to actually have those pain points peppered throughout your sales process and actually help make sure that they understand that you understand their pain points, you're going to have that authority when you're talking to them. It's also so incredibly important that you have the objections that they are going to get through, whether it's, hey, I've tried this before and I've been burned by another agency. This isn't going to drive the result that I'm looking for, the price objection, whatever those objections might be, that you have those objections that you've gotten throughout your sales process, and make sure that that as well is being answered, so that you are making them feel comfortable before they've even felt uncomfortable, that you make sure that you're speaking to their pain points and their emotional place that they have. And remember that you as an agency are selling a service, and that as a service, the reason why a prospect is buying a service is to alleviate a pain or help them, provide them with a pleasure, which is the goal that they're looking to accomplish. And you have to speak to both. If you're not doing that well enough throughout your sales process, this is why you're not converting. And you need to make sure that you're doing that extremely well. So I was talking with a existing client that was having an issue with exactly this. And I met with them and actually went through their entire sales process with them, had them record it, watched it, and actually helped them develop their sales process that would allow for them to be able to convey this value appropriately. They were able to go from a place where they were selling their product for 3 times the amount that they previously were, and offering a service in a more evergreen type of retainer-based revenue, allowing for them to have that ongoing revenue that they didn't have and were very project-based before, completely reimagining their revenue model. So incredibly important that you do not just completely throw out your sales process out the window, and that you actually are just making small refinements, because I'm not telling you that you need to completely redo your sales process. I can guarantee you that a lot of what you're doing is right, and that you just need to look at your discovery calls, your capabilities deck, and make sure that you are having this conversation from a place of value and not just speaking and doing the hard sale. You want them to come to you. You don't want to give them the hard sale. If this at all resonated with you, please do send me a message. Happy to help and give you some additional tips. Let me know what you're currently experiencing and would love for you to see some immediate sales.